Alright, let's not beat around that bush too much any longer. Get the music a little bit low over here. And let's get into it. As Mortemort has pointed out already, we are in fact playing 2 games in one day. It is not especially necessary, but I am excited to try and get 50 games done before we get to Monday, and this is game 46. Alright, and we are black against the d4. We're going to go knight f6. I'm actually going to turn off the music completely, I think. Yeah, it feels better. c4, we go e6. We've recently had, I think, 2 losses with the Nimzo, both on the stream and in an official league game, but we continue to play it from the black side regardless. We are trying to learn, trying to improve. This is the Nimzo variation, so I'm playing a bit faster because, again, in the previous game I lost on time, so I think if I know the position I'm nowadays just going to play a little bit faster, because losing on time, I think 3 out of the last 5 games, or 2 out of 5, is kind of unacceptable. Alright, so they've basically transposed into, is it a Kasparov or a Karpov Nimzo-Indian? So they've put the bishop there first, but then they jump the knight in. So that's basically like they jump the knight and then put the bishop. They're going to force us to take. We're happy to take. Now they have to take with the bishop, I'm guessing. And you will see that the bishop might have only a few squares to go to. However, because they've played that, it does have this option, which is a bit frustrating, because if they go here and we go up, then they jump the knight in. We can't take the knight because the pawn is pinned. So I wonder, do we want to play up a5, or do we just want to try and snap off that bishop with our knight immediately? Well, if we do this and they go here, we actually can't once again, so maybe it is this. If we castle, we run into the same problem again. Although this is actually kind of okay. Actually, you know what, it's not so bad. We can go here. If they go here, we can go here. Knight comes down, and we can castle. And although we can't take, the knight isn't actually threatening anything just yet. And we can still play a5 after that, pushing the bishop back, because they definitely don't want to lose it for a pawn. Yeah, I think that works. So yeah, we're going to go ahead. We're going to allow them to play bishop a b4 maybe. But I think we've got an acceptable plan against it. Alright, great. If they're not going to do anything about that, we're going to continue. We still have d6, knight bd7, a5 is still a good move for us to consider. And we also want to consider playing here. So I wonder if we actually maybe want to try and push that bishop around at this point, because they haven't, and then if they go there, we can block it. Then there is no pawn pushes, and we can push it back, and we can take the dark bishop off their hands. It's probably the more right way to play. I mean, it looks like they're not going to play it themselves, but why allow them the chance to do, well, yeah, so I don't know, if we do this and they castle, it's basically the same position, except, oh no, then they can jump. Okay, no, I think we have to go now, before they get the e1 square for the bishop, run it away, and just have a very nice situation with b4 coming. Alright, so they're actually going to take back with the queen, which is perfectly fine. They're not going over here. We actually don't have to take immediately either. That bishop can't run away until they castle. So we have d6, we have f5. f5 is a slightly different plan from what we've usually played. But I do think we want to get our knight out as well. If we go here and they go, we still have this to push it back. Alright, I think after they castle, we'll snap it. They'll take with their queen probably at that point. Yeah, okay, we'll go one further. Still protected by our bishop, so there's no concern there. Alright, I'm expecting them to castle at this point, and already we've used more time than they have. Yeah. Okay, here where they go castle, we're going to snap that guy off now before they run it back to e1 and keep it. Queen c2 kind of said they're going to take with the queen, yeah. Okay, and now I'd love to play this, but currently too many things attacking it, so I gotta put my knight out first. But yeah, we're playing to get e5 on the board. And that also might allow us to play, oh, I was going to say knight c5, but I guess not, because now they're coming at us. Alright, interesting situation. I think we continue. If they do this, we don't have this, unless we want to play a first. Take, we can take with our, oh, they push past, then we put here. And if they take, we continue, and if they push both past, we just jump on knight and happy. So maybe this is the first move. And if they go here, I wonder, take. Yeah, that does drop a pawn. This guy might be a little bit tender, but maybe this is the way to go first. Our opponent has also played really fast. My plan was to play here, but I don't know. I'm a bit concerned about the expansion on that side of the board right now. They take with the pawn. Oh, and that guy's weak. Alright, maybe we do get one of these moves in either way. But this isn't, you know, then I'm opening up the queen side for them to come at me. If they do this, do I care? Not immediately, but long term I might care. I might want to try and crack open the position like this. Alright, we're going to go ahead with our plan. They take, we're going to take with the pawn. Double protected. They can put a rook out, we can put a rook out. Importantly, we don't actually want to play e4 with the pawn, because that simply allows the knight to jump into d4. We're actually trying to cover the d4 square as well as the e5 square with this pawn. Cover both of these. Denies their kingside knight a lot of activity. We can still snap it off, although I don't know if we really will. Although if they allow us to push in this situation, that might be worth it, because push, they go back, and now we've kind of cut off their game a bit. They're almost certainly going to push d5 against that though. Okay, they do take, we're going to take back. Still double protected, still got an open bishop, which is great. That's the other reason why e4 is not so good for us. Oh my goodness, I don't speak Russian. I'm really sorry. Hey, how many ELO are you? I'm about just over 2,000. I'm actually going to open up a different tab. Can I? Different window. Does that show up for you guys? It doesn't. I'm going to translate the Russian quickly, because I mean, I obviously don't speak it at all. Subscribed, liked. Why doesn't anyone else like? Thank you very much. I think the algorithm isn't so kind to the channel, unfortunately, because I did a bunch of other videos in the past. How many? Oh, he's around 2K on Rapid at the moment. Thank you very much for answering, Motamort. Thank you very much for the kind words, including the fact that it's in Russian makes it so cool. I really appreciate it. Alright, hang on, back to the game. Alright, so they're coming over, they're trying to take out our defender and then take out our pawn here. And this is now something we got to consider, right? Because, what to do? If they take this out, they sack the exchange for a pawn. That's probably still good for us. But we got to be a little bit careful about how we play there. We might want to come back here. That's not a problem. So probably we're still good for a little bit of time. We have control of most of the squares down the file. We could just come over. That doesn't really work. Yeah, if they do take it for the exchange, I would say that's pretty great for us, to be honest. Take. If they take twice, we can come over and double hit the knight. We still got that protected. The pawn structure is a complete mess at that point, but I think it's pretty good. So probably we're just going to get our rooks over into the middle game. Almost certainly they're also looking at c5, which crushes our pawns a little bit. So it's something to consider if we want to play it ourselves. Take here, they take. Otherwise, if we take and then, this is also something that I've seen in the past. You actually take the knight, they take back, and then you push the pawn, they push the bishop out. And then they can get onto this diagonal. We'll jump our knight out of the way, or they'll jump backwards. at which point we'll play here. So you actually think this is what we have to do. We have to take, and then we have to try and play good knight, bad bishop. And the way to do that is to try and cover this square, really. And we want to cover here as well. We do give away a lot of squares with this, though. But I think if they play c5, we're just kind of worse, to be honest. Alright, we're going to go for it. This is a forcing line, so I think it gives us a little bit of something to play with here. Yeah, they're going to take, we're going to push, and then we're going to push here as well. So this obviously gives us, something we got to think about, but it does allow us to get a very nice extra tempo and strong pawn situation. If we could get our knight over there to d5 protected, that's really good for us. But I think first plan is we gotta get c5 on the board. If they take, we take. Oh, fantastic! Now we don't have to worry about that. So c5. If they do nothing, maybe we do nothing either. Then we just start bringing our other pieces. And if they take, we take back. That's beautiful for us. If they push past, that's still good for us, because it's just an outpost that they cannot get rid of. Here, and if they put their rook over here attacking the pawn, what to do then? Maybe we take, and we put a rook over behind. Maybe they double up on our knight, we go back, triple up on our knight. Then I'm not so sure. Then we might have to protect it 3 ways. Oh well, actually this might become a weak square for us. That could be problematic. What if we go there immediately now? Here they take, we lose that pawn, we don't gain anything. Yeah, we got to try and keep that light squared pawn on a light square. So here, rook down. Hits the rook, they can come out here, which is a bit unfortunate. Although actually here, rook down, here. That might actually allow us to go here. If they take, we get our other rook in the game. Oh, but then we lose that pawn potentially. Oh, interesting position though. Here, rook down. Take, push. If they take again. Or is it take, hit the rook, and then swing over onto the open c file, or even this one directly, but then I think c5 is just no good for us. Yeah, I don't think that really helps. This could be good if we were to try and play. Maybe we go up here and we play here looking for the, but they'll get into the square. Otherwise c6. Still though, pushing I think just great for them. Take, rook comes in, we've got broken. Yeah, okay, look, it's gotta be c5. If we're gonna make a plan here, I feel like it has to be c5. I'm not sure how else we're gonna make this work. We'll see. I'm from Siberia, Russia. That's super cool, man. Hang on. Sorry. Whoa, did they just... Oh, they mouse slipped. Alright, okay, apologies to our opponent. I don't have takes backs enabled, so they can't take the move back. So, I can't be like, sorry guy. Alright, if they went here, which I think is what they were going to do, we would have continued the game, kind of. Oh man. We could not take the rook, I guess, and play for like, I don't know. I guess we're gonna take the rook though. Yeah, sorry man. This was clearly a mouse slip. They didn't intend to drop it at all. But yeah, that's the way it goes. Actually, recently I've been inspired a little bit. Okay, yeah, so that's unfortunate. I feel a bit bad for our opponent. I'm actually going to run to analysis to say, Sorry about that. Mouse slip, right? Yeah, that's really unfortunate. We were playing at 21-21. Wow, we were playing up quite a lot. They were... Oh, hang on. We went back too far. Alright, so that's kind of a silly way for the game to end. I feel bad. I'm going to quickly check out the chat, and then I said I'll go back and just look at the game. Wow, you subscribed? Yes, I translated it in Google, and it told me that. Thank you very much. You said liked and subscribed. I really appreciate it. I would like to play a rapid match with you, but I'm not that good. Looks like I'm a free win, aren't I? Mario plays, I don't know what your skill level is. Honestly speaking, I don't normally play viewers. I've never done that so far. But I do wonder at some point if I should maybe do that. I'm just really bad at blitz. I don't think fast. Even in rapid 15+10, I lose on time a lot. So, yeah, I don't know. Alright, I can't read your... Oh, hang on. I can translate your handle as well. Arena, Siberia. Arena, you are from Siberia, Russia. That is super cool. Motomoto already answered yes. I am in Japan, but I'm from South Africa. Made a predict. Oh, sorry. Oh, hang on. I gotta go back. Maybe predict his move. South Africa is next to Brazil, right? South Africa is at the bottom of Africa. Actually, wow, that's. I'm actually gonna open up Google Maps for a second. Sorry, we're actually digressing a bit from the actual conversation that I wanted to have. So here's just this is the ball of the world. If you feel that the Earth is round, here is the African continent. South Africa is the one way at the bottom down here. Alright, but that's about as much we're going to do. Kind Elephant, thank you very much for coming past. South Africa is the southernmost of Africa. There we go. Brazil is South America, different continents. The other guy sacrificed his rook. Actually, Mario, I actually don't think they sacrificed. I think they just made a mouse slip. They accidentally let go of the mouse too quickly, or on their phone they just pressed the wrong button. There was no value in that move, and they resigned right after. So it was just a mistake, yeah. You can also speed up YouTube a bit to reduce the delay. I could do that, but my connection hasn't been too strong, yeah. Africa, all good, but it sometimes buffers and pauses too much, correct. Mika, or is it Milka? Milka, you are correct. I was overthinking the position. This is unfortunately what I do. It is something I have to work on. Time management, including moving. I actually watched a video from Sam, what's his name? Anyway, he's a Japanese guy that lives in Australia, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Anyway, he made a video in the last few days about time management. He always overthinks, that's correct. Flippy, could I play a match with you? Mario's, yes. I'm just gonna... Oh man, how do I... Okay, maybe we can, and then I'll just cut it off from the stream, because this is supposed to be kind of like training game. So, let's just get into the analysis quickly, and then from there we can discuss all the rest. So, d4 knight f6, very standard c4 e6. This is kind of just my standard go-to. This could still turn into a queen's gambit declined, or a queen's Indian defense, or a Nimzo, or a Bogo, or I don't know what else you want to call it. This like super compact nothing kind of situation. Anyway, they played knight f3, which is kind of like an anti-Nimzo. You're trying to avoid the Nimzo-Indian, which is knight c3, bishop e4. It's at the top master level. You will see that in long classical games, almost no super grandmasters and stuff allow black to play the Nimzo against them. They always go knight f3 if they're playing into something like this. But I can just play the Bogo anyway, which is basically the same, except there's no pin. I'm just immediately checking the king, and that's what I did. The Nimzo-Indian and the Bogo-Indian have a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences, so yeah, be warned, but very fun. There's also a lot of similarities with the Queen's Indian defense, which is basically what I played here with b6. So these three openings, although they have big differences, also have a lot of similarities. So here they can play just knight either way, and knight to c3 immediately transposes to the Nimzo. They played bishop e2 first, bishop d2, sorry, and I played the Nimzovich variation. You can also take, you can play c5, you can play a5, you can play bishop e7. Probably the most rare move is bishop e7. Just kind of, I guess black is claiming that bishop d2 is a silly move. And you don't want to trade pieces, and you're trying to keep the game complicated and so on. But yeah, queen up is really good. If they take and you come here and you take back, then you're attacking you're attacking the king and this pawn, so you're going to get some kind of small compensation for trading off the bishops early. It's by no means winning though, but yeah, almost no one takes. So they just jumped the knight in, and now it's transposed with Nimzo-Indian, except I put my queen here and they put their bishop there. And I've got a standard way I like to play. I love b6. It works in a lot of Nimzo-Indian lines. Not in all of them, but most of them. And also remember the whole point of the Nimzo-Indian is that I'm fighting for the e4 square. In this position, if this wasn't a check, they could try and, oh sorry, let's just say in this position, knight c3, the point is they're going to play e4 and just completely crush me in the center, and I'm going to have no space. So yeah, I'm still trying to play against the e4 square, and this is where the bishop comes in very handy. They make me take. I don't really have another place to run my pawn very well. I could do this, but it's super bad, so we're just going to take. And this bishop, as I said, could go there, but it's kind of okay. Alright, they didn't do that. And I didn't really want to take the bishop, but I don't really want them to keep it on e1 either, because that creates a position that I'm not too familiar with. And I don't really need to complicate the game. I'm very happy just to take, and then just to bring the other knight around after I play e5. b4 now, great move for them though. There's just now a little bit of a bonus for them because of how the things went. If you play the Bogo Indian, which is this bishop out without pinning something, right? You often want to look for a pawn structure like this. Put your pawns on these dark squares, make this inverse V with this bishop and this knight, and you're trying to break through in some way or another. There are ways for white to go wrong here. Also, e4 is kind of the best move if you can get it in as white, but a lot of the time you can't. So there they come over. We did take to try and get good bishop, good knight versus bad bishop. Problem here was that I think there's just too much value for white in c5, which makes me wonder if maybe in this position I should have played I did consider a4. We can see if the engine says either way was better. Take, bishop back, c5, and they did go for rook d4, which I thought was a good move for them. Yeah, they're going to double up, right? And then I can't defend the d7 square sufficiently, so I was probably just going to jump my knight, hit the rook, make it move. If it goes here, at least it's not doubled up anymore. In that case, maybe I could take once, because if they take here, I take the queen, and I've won a pawn that I might not be able to keep, but they've got a more active rook. Who knows? Maybe it's no good. Maybe I just play queen c7 in that position, but they unfortunately dropped it. Alright, so that was my little self-analysis spiel. Oh my goodness, guys, you're talking so much. Let me just try and catch up after my mouse gets back. Hello, predictive smooth, sacrifices rook. Oh, yep, sometimes buffers pauses too much. Mario, yes. Could you play the match with you if they feel they're worth this round? Hey, Bobby! Of course I know geography, I just mix up continents. Absolutely no problem, Marina. I didn't think that you did or didn't know geography. You know, it's a big world. Not everyone knows everything all the time. My friends in the league I'm playing online do kind of like general knowledge quizzes right now, and I'm really bad at that. So don't worry, you're in good company, because you're probably better than me at general knowledge as well. It's an oblong spheroid, indeed. In Africa it's very hot. I couldn't live there. Yeah, in Russia it's very cold. I don't know if I could live there, you know. Actually, in Japan right now it's really hot as well. South Africa has more temperate climate, nice weather actually, it's pretty good. Warmer in the middle. How many degrees? Okay, you guys are talking about weather. I'm just going to skip this. It's now 3 years in Siberia. We're dying. It's very hot for us here. Very warm. Only 15 to 18 below zero. 2 days it was 31. That's still very cold for me. Alright, so let's have a quick look at what the opening book says in this position. Oh, I see someone challenged me. Mario, this is you. Mario, give me 1 second to finish that, and then from there we'll go on. Durbanshi, yeah, I'm sorry. Obviously this was no fun for them. Quite a strong player, 2100 in classical and rapid. Lots of games played as well. Almost 3000. Unfortunate for them. Okay, so we're just going to breeze through. So this is the Bogo. Here we go, anti-Nimzo-Indian, because they don't let me block anything, but I can just play the Bogo anyway. You know, why not? Ooh, I've got to plug in my computer. Apologies, it's dying. Alright, here we continue with the Nimzo-Indian variation, which I like. Yeah, a5 a move, c5 a move, you can take or push it back. These are the kind of options you really have here. G3, I don't know if I've faced that here before. Knight C3, I've seen a fair amount. And this is now basically, I like to think about it as a Nimzo-Indian, although there are some differences, as we will see now, with the fact that they can play B4 and have it protected after they play A3, so that's pretty nice for them. B6 still a good move, scores well for black at the top level. Here they try and force me to take. I do take, because what else to do? 94 directly is good. Bishop E7 is also a move, I guess. Yeah, we're good. E3, I castle. Bishop to 94. Yeah, so here I go 94. I'm still following a game here. Queen C2. D6. Castles. Alright, and we took, which I see others didn't do. So here, yeah, taking is good. F5 is good. This F5 move is very popular in the Nimzo as well. You're trying to create a kingside attack, but I'll be honest, I do not really remember all the principles about how to get this attack through. So I haven't really played it in a while. I should probably play it again sometime. Anyway, we took, they took, 97. Okay, we're transposing into a lot of draws here. B4. C5 directly seems to have been a big one, as well as rook FD8. No one played E5. Alright, so this is maybe a silly one. Let's look at the top lead chess. 2000 and up, rapid and classical. Yeah, E5 still played here. C5 is also a move. A5 also a move. And the game says C5, A5 looking a little bit better. Alright, well, anyway, we played E5. They took. Taking with the knight here. I don't like that. Because if we take with the knight, they take. We can either trade off everything or not trade off everything. But they're going to get in C5, and I'm not a fan of that. So I like this. Rook over. And yeah, C5. Here we go. So this is actually the move we should have considered here, maybe. There's no master games here. Yeah, C5. What did they do? B5. I would love to see. I would love to see them let go of their potential and just have this bishop stuck. E4 blocking in the bishop even more. Oh, this is just a dream come true. Yeah, you gotta be happy with this. That light square bishop isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Rook AD, knight F1, takes, they have to take with the bishop. Back again, bishop over. Lovely square for rook to get into. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Oh, it's actually good for white though. Wow, because this feels really nice for black. That's very interesting. Alright, so we took, we pushed. And yeah, I do think C5 is the move here. I don't know what else. I've kind of committed to this situation. Rook D4, I was going to go here, they go here. And then I wasn't so sure. I think maybe this is the move. Because then I can still fight the file. This rook doesn't have any immense activity just yet. If they, for instance, try and attack the pawn again, you know, it's still defended by a rook, a knight. So I'm quite happy to let them take it, but I might even take here first. Rook over, I'm pretty happy to do this. If they take, I take with my other rook, I get the file. Yeah, I feel pretty good about where we were, but let's see if the engine agrees that we were doing okay. Mario, just hang on a second, we're almost done. And I think I know how to do this. I want to save the video of the game on YouTube as part of the series, but I can just play a game with you and then just cut off the back end. That's not so bad. Okay, yeah, apparently we made a bit of a mistake here. Oh, taking... Hang on. Oh, what am I talking about? I did not realize that at all. That is disgusting. Obviously, if I take, I lose this. They've now got an active rook. My pawn is hanging. Oh, this is just bad. I'm down a pawn. They've got all the activity. Okay, so thankfully they didn't see it. But how bad? Oh, so 2100, and they missed the fact that my queen was overworked. Well, I missed the fact that my queen was overworked as well. Here was apparently the move to play. Oh, that's not good. And in this case, c5 was okay, I guess. a5 was slightly... I didn't like a5 though. No, like here, you know, maybe we do this, and I'm up a pawn, but... You know, I'm going to lose some of these pawns eventually, almost certainly. I don't think I can keep it all together. Yeah, this is just a draw. Okay. A little bit unfortunate. Unfortunate for our opponent as well. Alright, Mario, now officially the game section is over. Um, we'll just keep the stream going for a little bit. Yeah, never mind. We'll just keep the stream going for a little bit. So let's... How do I make this kind of official stop? No sound for a second. Alright, so that should be obvious enough when I look later. Mario, let's play a game. Why not? Casual, unlimited. Okay, I can't play unlimited. Um, hang on. That's no good. I'll challenge you and we'll do like 5-5. There's no way we can play that slowly. I'm never gonna... Unlimited's no good. That's way too slow. Casual, I don't care what color we are. There we go. There we go. I put a challenge in for you. Fingerless gloves for the win. Alright, I'm white. Okay, I'm gonna play knight f3. I'm really scared. Of what? Oh, I've got some things. Okay, I'll do this. Of playing a board game. No need, right? I also think that you're completely lying because you're immediately playing a nice move, so I'm expecting that you're just kind of sneaking in a little bit here. Enjoy, enjoy. King's Indian. On my side, I could make a King's Indian attack maybe like this. Let's see. Let's see. Hang on. You know what? Now we're going to get all chess brawy on this. We're going to put some music back on. What else to do? Alright. Maybe I can just move a lot and I can win on time and I don't have to try win. I don't have to try win on the board because I'm not too good in blitz. We'll see. Why are you playing chess? Yeah, so maybe I gotta stop you from coming there, I don't know. What else to do? Yeah, okay. Let's just castle. It's not really a position I ever play. Take, and then what? Yeah, that's not good. Alright, I have an idea, I don't know if it's a good one. I'll borrow from the game I just played previously. This is my good bishop, I think. Alright, I'm gonna play bishop out here. This is what I played against the Dutch. Okay, here we go. Now you can attack that guy and I'll probably have to move it again. Queen c1, that at least protected still. I have no idea if this is okay. Okay. So are you gonna push through? Interesting. So I don't know if this is the move, or this is the move, or this is the move. I don't know, let's make something happen in the center. That seems like a good idea. The center. Let's liquidate the center. Maybe I'll get rook c4. That's... Oh, knight c4. That's usually good, right? That seems like a good square for the knight to sit on. Yeah, here you come. I don't know if I like any of this, to be honest. Is there a way where I can move order you to something uncomfortable? I don't actually know, to be honest. Yeah, I have no idea. Nope, no idea. Let's just go. Yeah, oh, it takes with the knight. That's interesting. I didn't see that coming. This actually feels a lot like the Dutch game I played earlier. Very interesting. My friend is watching. I'm too scared. He. Oh, your friend is watching as well. Very good. Nice to make friends. I'm trying to wonder if I can move without dropping this pawn after you move your knight, because you've got this going, right? Okay, I kind of got an idea at least. I don't know if it's a good one. I've got an idea here. Yeah. Knight or queen or take here first. I take here first is no good because then I can keep my pawn, right? Sure. I don't know. Knight a3 was a little bit silly. It needs to come back into the game now. Oh, you do take. I don't think this is so great though, because I think I get to keep my pawn unless I'm mistaken. Because now I've got two defenders on that guy over there. So maybe I'm just at pawn up now. Of course, this pawn is only defended. So my plan was just to play e3. That's what I was thinking about earlier. Just kind of... Okay. Just kind of have something there. Okay, so you're double attacking this if I don't take. And if I do take... I don't know, then what? This pawn's going to be hard to keep a hold of, I guess. Then you can jump back there and there. So I can do this, I think. I think that works. I might lose this pawn, but you might lose a piece to get it. I can take... I can actually push as well, which is basically what the plan was, but then eventually I do lose this pawn. Is there a way I can kind of be a sneaky... I'm going to try and keep this pawn. I don't know if I can. We're going to try. You have to take with your knight. Oh, okay, you're not taking with the knight. You're complicating things even more, but I don't know what the complications are. Where are you going with that knight? Is that too ambitious? Yeah, I don't know, not sure what that move was about, to be honest. I could be missing something, of course. That seems good. I can go the other way around as well. That defends the pawn, stops my other pawn from being weak. You can get in there. So that's double attacking that, but your knight will be hanging as well. Okay, look at that. I'm already down to like a minute something. That's not good, is it? Alright, here we go. This is double attack, but your knight's also attacked. And I can get my pawn back, I guess. Then I can try and pin your... Oh, hang on. That's going to be dangerous. If you take here, I think I can pin it to your queen. Yeah, because I'll take with... I think this runs you some trouble here. Where can you walk that you defended? Over there? No, I don't know. Mario, yep, you lost already. I don't know. Queen g5 attacks my bishop and defends your knight. That doesn't seem too bad. Does it? Then I can go there, and I'm hitting the knight and the pawn. Yeah, okay, so I looked at this, but I think this works for me, because I take your queen and I attack some other stuff first. I think this is good for me. Yeah, and then I can take... I'm going to take the pawn, the rook in the corner, because then you have to take back and you have to put your rook all the way in the corner, which is not fun for anyone, I'm sure. Alright, let's see. Let's get on the open file, I guess. You've got some squares you can jump to, your rook, but you're down a piece on the pawn now. So yeah, now things are not looking so good anymore, huh? Fast flipping, yeah, my time is going down. Okay, how about I just ask that knight to leave? These are the options that make sense, I guess. That doesn't make sense what we're talking about. Only this one makes sense. Okay. And then from there, where else can you go? You're hitting this pawn, and you can go over there. So I'm probably just going to push your... now you're just missing the attack. Pieces move backwards. That's unfortunate. I didn't see that so well. Yeah, pieces moving moving backwards can be difficult sometimes, especially knights. I've lost to that a ton. All right. I'm thinking that'll probably be it. I've never actually done this, but since we're doing it, does anyone else want to play quickly? Just the casual 5+5. If you don't mind, just type in the chat so I know who is sending it. That also allows us to not just send it for like anyone and anyone to play. Now we can just mop up, I guess. So yeah, if you feel like playing, just send it. Our rook is protected, so we can just go backwards. Yeah, okay, now we're just up 2 minor pieces and a pawn, so this is just winning, winning, winning. This is the GG. Alright, cool. Who's this? Carlos DLC. Okay. Carlos, did you say something in the chat? Carlos, you here? Gotta tell me, please. Just gotta tell me, please. Yep. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should change this to playing people. Hang on, maybe I should change the name of the stream now. Is it worth it? Maybe I shouldn't change the name of the stream. Oh, there's Carlos. Okay. Mario, I'm gonna call it. Call it. Thanks for the game. Going to play the next person now. So I'm just gonna resign this because it doesn't, it's a casual, so not does really matter. How do I resign? Over here. And let's just quickly take 5 seconds to review because it's always good to review. Yeah, so this is a King's Indian attack. After this, I think d4 is the move, yeah, because you're threatening to play d4 yourself, and that's not going to be good for me. Castle is good. c4 here, I wasn't so sure about it, but I guess that's the move. If you take, it's apparently a draw. Castle, knight bd2. This is starting to feel a little bit like a Catalan now. Alright, let's do it. GG, warrior. Alright, let's go Carlos. Carlos is a lot stronger. Carlos is stronger than me. Alright, let's go Carlos. Let's enjoy. Thankfully it's casual, so if you hand it to me, I don't have to feel too bad. Okay, come on Carlos. Let's do this. Okay. So I'll just keep on playing what I was playing before and we'll see. Okay, knight f3 immediately. Interesting. Yeah, we're walking into a BOGO again. Alright, still the same as the game we just played in the whatchamacallit, in the Road to Better Chess series. Oh, and they played g3, which is like the main move, I think. I'm impressed. Okay, now I gotta double check. Yeah, as long as that knight can't get anywhere that's scary, I think we're still okay to play the b6 move, and we're just gonna pose on this diagonal. If that knight moves, we can take out the bishop. We've got to be careful though about, okay, now this bishop isn't tagged anymore either, so I think we're just going to trade off. And they still can't play e4 because we've got it covered. And if they play d5, we can take and take. And then I'm actually not sure. So like if they play take, we probably have to take with our bishop. So we're going to castle as well, I think. Let's see. Okay, queen up. Now they got this e4 situation sorted, so it is coming. So we're going to play d6, and on e4 we're going to play e5. just to get an equal stake in the game. Yeah, so e5 here. So everything's still kind of equal. Everyone's got their pawns out in the center now. We still have to develop our knight in some way. We still probably want to play a5, to be honest. If they allow us, we could actually, I wonder, take. Do you want to take this pawn? Because they can pin it to your queen, and that's pretty bad. So probably not. Yeah, that's probably a safer way to go. First, just the rook over. Okay, which way am I going to pull my... I'm going to play a5 first. Before we decide anything else, we're just going to play a5. If they take, we take back. If they push through, we can always try and get a knight to c5. If they do nothing, then maybe at the right moment we can try take. Carlos, you are from Spain. Oh, that's cool, man. I've been to Spain only once with a friend very briefly in my early 20s, my mid-20s. We had a blast. we had such a good time. That was a lot of fun. Very cool. You've got some good ratings here. Hey, 2000 blitz, 22 bullet. I don't even try to play bullet. I'm not going to pretend I can. It's way too tricky. That's not something I want. Okay. So they're opening up their bishop. The knights may be coming into the square over here, which is our queen, which is not nice. So I wonder if this is the time. I mean, this is obviously move f4 might also be coming, which is a bit uncomfortable for us. I wonder in that case if we might take and jump here to hit the knight. Or even take to take the knight. Alright, we're going to play g6. On f4, yeah, okay, they're going to go back. I was going to say, actually, I think I could maybe do something else. Okay, we've got to get our other knight into the game now. So here we go. We can try put it on e4 maybe. There is also a plan like this, just to completely stop their queenside from expanding. Because you can en passant, or you can take, and then you open up the a file. Although opening up the a file always feels very uncomfortable, because my queen's over here, it's not really playing the right side of the game. So we'll see. We will see. What to do? What to do? Okay, rook over to the center. To the center. I do realize that I'm giving them some options here. I'm not sure if it's good, but how else do I make progress, you know? Oh, you know what? This also gives me knight c5, which might be better. Oh, no, but I don't want them to play take. I don't want them to play e5 themselves, because they'll break through before I'm ready. Okay, so maybe now I play here, because they can just kind of never get through now. Okay, I think rook over is good. We've got to get our guys on the same place. Take, we're still fine, I think. Yeah, here we also get a nice little pop out. And if they do this, take, we can move our knight around. Or on this, we can go here. And they just never have that. So I think this gives us something nice. We can also reroute our light square bishop to somewhere better. Although in this exact moment, I don't know where better would be. Maybe here, and then trying to play for f4 and take with the bishop and get activity this way. I wonder. I think actually coming for an f4 break might work now against this closed center. As Coach Andras, chess coach Andras would always say, the center. Rook over. Yeah, I mean, my plan is kind of slow, but I don't think they can stop me, which is kind of the main point here. Okay, we're going back. We're going to put the bishop, if nothing else, we're going to put the bishop over here and just kind of cover all these squares. But we're also wondering if we could maybe crack open the side of the board. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to continue with our plan. We'll see if this works out or not. Importantly, we have a knight that also helps to cover e4 here, which I think is pretty good for us. Okay, oh, okay, now they're going to say no more of that. Okay, we can sack two... We can sack 2 miners for a... whatchamacallit. We can sack 2 miners for a rook and a pawn, but I don't know if that's really worth it. I actually don't think I want to trade here, to be honest. I don't... Well, yeah, wow, what to do? We could just say no and just keep it over here. It does potentially threaten this, which could be really frustrating for them. If they play this up, if they break through, and we just win a pawn and we can... Yeah, I like this a lot. No trade. No deal. No deal. No deal. Let's see. I'm liking this. Let's see. Oh. Sorry, I just realized I missed some chats. Mario said you want to play a game sometime? Yeah, we can try again sometime. Okay, hang on. I gotta focus a little bit here. So they are doing the same thing that I want to do. They are going to play, but I don't think it works because it hangs a pawn in the back. So I think I still get through. F4 pawn hangs, right? That seems pretty good for me, or at least not bad. Oh, knight over there. Interesting. Are you trying to force this through? I can do this, but I don't know if that's worth it. Okay, but I think I can actually continue with the plan here because you're going to drop a pawn, yeah. I think I get this pawn now. And now I think I might want to bring my knight back. F4 still drops that pawn, which now actually leads into a bit of a fork, so that's pretty good for us. If that knight wasn't there, we would have to be careful about some sacks where they bring their queen in, but we can drop one knight to g7 if we need to. Hang on, you said someone was a cheater? He's a cheater. Okay, I don't know who's a cheater. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, Rena, it was lovely to meet you. I hope no one is a cheater. Oh, Carlos, you resigned. I didn't expect that. I didn't really think it was necessary to resign yet. Did you feel bad about the position? Let's run up to the top quickly. So we basically walked into the same game I just analyzed previously, except g3 I think is the main move, so Carlos obviously knows their stuff a bit better. I don't think b6 is bad, but I don't know if this is the main move in this position anymore. Alright, but I think I'm still okay. And after you castle, I kind of think I have to trade this off, because my dark square bishop's getting stuck outside my pawns, and now you can dodge me. You can put your bishop back or here or something. I got to trade it for something, and I thought I would take the bishop. That's nice, and I still have control of e4, but then actually right there I don't. So now I have to play to get e5 in counter to e4. Rook over, yeah, I think I explained this previously. The Nimzo-Indian pawn structure that you're hoping for in general, you know, it's never exact, but in general is this. Everything on dark squares, and your light square bishop can kind of like zip zap around it depending on what you want to do. And your other knights can come around and try and make some plans here. Do not underestimate the power of taking EXD at the right moment. It's actually really nice. Here I think white was also trying to make a plan. They want to try to get into this square, which would be really bad for us. And I didn't think I want to put my bishop over there. G6 seems okay. It also supported F5 eventually. Alright, so we want a bit of a tempo there because they weren't back. Bishop out, rooks over looks a bit scary. Maybe this is also fine, I don't know. Maybe I'm keeping this in case there's something on the A file later. And now they decide to break the tension, and because we have A5 on the board, C5 is a nice place for us because they can't play B4 to knock our knight. And if they play A3 to play B4, we play A4. So for instance, knight C5, A3, then we play B4. And then if you A4, what am I saying? Then if you play B4, we can take en passant, and not only is this an outpost, but that is an isolated pawn. So that's your best bet, I think, is just to play B3, but you still get kind of the same thing. So yeah, this is another reason why A5 is nice, because it allows you to get the C5 square for your knight if they, you know, don't immediately play kind of like this plan, or stop that pawn in some other way. I don't know, whatever. Rook up. I wasn't sure what this was about. I thought maybe protecting here, because there's no open files, so I don't know where you're doubling up for. And I have a plan. I'm going to break with F5. I'm going to get my knight out of the way. And if you stop me from F5 breaking in some way, then I was just going to put my bishop on D7. I thought that was a good square for it to be on. Alright, so yeah, stopping me from coming in here by accident, I guess. I'm coming around with F5. This, I think, was a great move, not trading knights. Trading just simplifies the position, and I've kind of got control-ish. No, I don't have control. I have a plan. I have a plan, and I think white is kind of looking for a plan still. So I'm happy not to trade and just keep the situation complicated. C5 is definitely still my square still. Knight back I was surprised by, but this is all good. Take here, take there, and then you... Oh yeah, so you had to take with the rook, I guess. And then I can't take that pawn. Then I guess I hit your rook. And then you move it somewhere. Maybe just back, I'm not sure. And then I think I would have brought my knight back and just kind of controlled the e4 square more, potentially looking to push. Potentially looking to push. Hit that knight away. Not that I know if that immediately helps me, but it feels like the right thing to do. That was my plan. Alright, let's see what the analysis board says. Let's see. GG. Hey, ampersand actually being in play. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't in play specifically in that position, but it kind of worked out. GG, Carlos. Is Carlos in the chat here? They are not. They are not here. But we'll run the analysis and we'll see if we can see if this... So 3-3 is the main move. Here, knight c6 is main. Taking b6 is a move. Apparently not so good at the top level, but... I don't know, it felt kind of okay. b7, take castle, bxd, that's main. Knight or queen takes. d6 is best here, apparently. Castling's what I played though. Queen c2, then d6, e4, e5. This is still kind of following general theory ideas. Rook fe1. Yeah, they found like one of the best moves by the book. d5 immediately. Yeah, a5 I think, just, you know, getting the situation set up for that knight. Knight bd or a5. I played a5, nice, feeling very smart now. And here they went wrong. Rook ad1 immediately or d5 immediately. They played like a little in-between thing first. Yeah, I was never completely losing for them though. In this position... Okay, in this position a3... Yeah, a3 is probably best, preparing this kind of queenside break. Although on a3, won't I play a4? I would play a4, but apparently that worked out good. Rook ad, b4, d5, c5. Wow. Wow, okay, that a4 is apparently not good. Knight out. Oh, because I haven't finished developing. That's very dangerous. b4, c... Wow, c5. I don't think I would have tried that. Alright, GG. That was really good. I mean, we could do one more. We could do one more casual if anyone wants to challenge. Just type in chat to let me know. Otherwise, maybe we'll call it here and I will go relax a little bit. That was a nice game by Carlos. I don't think they had to resign yet, but frustration and taking it easy. Mortemort, it would just be murder if you feel like that. If you just want to play, it doesn't matter, right? If it's murder or not murder. It's not a struggle. Um, it doesn't matter that much, right? Okay, I gotta... Oh, hang on. My wife sent me a message. Oh, and she saw something in the chat that was very funny. Let me see. Mortemort, my wife was laughing at you. He always overthinks, because she completely agrees. Very nice. Oh, and our son has gone to bed. Very good, very good. Alright, doesn't look like we have any other challenges, so if that's the case, maybe we'll let go. Otherwise, Mortemort, if you want to play a quick game, we can do that. But otherwise, maybe we'll call it here. I don't know. I do also want to get one more proper rapid game in. Should I just immediately play one more? That might be an idea as well. Dawn, eh? Closing this. Yeah, we've got nothing in the inbox. Too late. That's basically 11 o'clock for me, I think. No stress. Coolio. Yeah, we could do a game off stream as well. We have to do another session. I wonder if actually, now that I'm kind of warmed up, I should just play another rapid game and do a 2-for-1 special. Immediately with another one. Let's go... Where do I go? Should we just play another one? I've never done this. I've always split the games, but maybe it's okay. Yeah, screw it. You know what? Let's play another one quickly, and then let's go to bed from there. Alright, so rope to rapid chess. And now it's 2 games in a row. Let me go change the name of the stream quickly. Oh, we're already going live. Game 45 and 46. Oh, my connection just dropped. That's not good. Oh, that's very not good. Alright, here we go. We're white. D4. Zen mode. Alright, I have no idea what happened there. But we're playing. So let's play. Let's play. Alright. Queen's Gambit declined. That's always nice. I'm actually not taking immediately, which I think I should have. But we'll see. Now I'll take. And now I'll play here. We're going to play pretty quickly. We're pinning the knight. And now we can play queen c2 to stop the light square bishop from taking the active diagonal. Playing a lot faster than normal. Ravine! I just realized I'm playing your team this week. Thanks for introducing me to League First. Oh, cool, man! That's really nice. My team is doing very badly in the league, by the way, but I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. That's fantastic. It's super nice to have someone who came from here get into the league, man. Congratulations on getting in. All the best for your game. I hope it's really fun. I'm playing Shamdi. I'm playing Shamdi, so I have to do a little bit of prep. But we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward for a fun game. B, are you looking to do this? And get hanging pawns immediately. I don't think I know this move too well. Are you trying to trade off light square bishops immediately? Maybe this is the point. You want to trade off light square bishops immediately. Which is okay. I don't think that's a massive disaster for us. Although, if you play this immediately, don't I get to take the h-pawn? Or take. I don't know, you take, then I take you. I don't think this works, so maybe it's for c5. I don't think the other move feels like it works. Oh, okay. Knight over this way. Now I'm kind of wishing my bishop was over here, to be honest. Um, don't know. Not sure what I'm meant to be trying to do here. I think I'm just going to play in the knight out. These are all just looking like normal moves at this point. I don't think I'm doing anything. Okay, yeah, they're playing kind of passively. This actually reminds me about I am John Bartholomew's game in our Lone Wolf League. They had a similar-ish position in their game. But their light square bishop was here. And I mean, there was a bunch of differences, but it just feels a little bit similar. If I attack this pawn, it doesn't really help me. My bishop's in the wrong spot. This guy is very well protected right now. And this is nothing, so that isn't a problem. So maybe we just castle and we just figure it out down the line. Let's not overthink things and spend too much time. I was still trying to change the stream name. Why can't I discard? Why can't I change the stream name? Here we go. Alright, okay, now they're hitting my bishop. You and I kind of feel like going here, to be honest. Yeah, but I think this bishop's gonna get a little bit struggly. Hang on, I'm trying to do this quick. Game for and 46 plus viewer games. I guess that's what's happened, right? Okay, and is probably better. And viewer games. There's so many names there. It's a lot happening in one move. Okay, here they break now with c5. I really think that's a move they had to play at some point. If I don't take, if I just leave the tension and they put past, do I care? If I just leave the tension and push past, do I care that they did that? It gives them a long-term 3v2 in this side of the board, but I don't think that's immediately a problem. And also, having that pawn just stuck there forever is probably good for me. Also, this allows me to play e5 at the right moment. Oh no, they've got that covered very well. Probably not. Here, attack that guy. They have to run somewhere with it here, but then they get through. I don't think I want to ever move my d pawn unless they take and I take back. I'm really liking bishop g3, but maybe I should just bring out a rook first. Which rook? This one, maybe. Or do I play up here? No, I'm kind of liking this. And I'm looking at what my knight might be able to do combined with this bishop on these dark squares here. Not too sure if there's anything just yet, but I think this bishop's gonna, not be doing too much. I hope. I don't want to give that bishop a lot of activity. I'm hoping to keep it stuck behind the pawn. They do push past. Okay, yeah, so this looks a bit scary, but I think it works out pretty well. The question is, do you want to bring the bishop back to e2 or f1? Always play bishop f1 according to Ben Feingold. Or do you want to play the bishop out to the front and try and be a bit more aggressive with it? I'm very unsure. If I play here, they try to trade off the bishops. I don't really know what I get there. If I play here and they try to trade off the bishops, it's kind of the same thing. Said my bishop's really passive. But then at least I'll be able to get this in with the pawn. But then my rook is on the wrong square anyway. Yeah, so it's one of these three moves. And I have no idea which one. unsure. Very unsure. This one, I don't have a lot of places to run around in, but I keep that pressure. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for the pressure on the king side a little bit. I don't know if it's perfect. I don't know if it's ideal, but got to make a move, right? This does put my bishop in a bit of an awkward spot. I kind of wish my rook was over there to break. Yeah, on this they did this, making this rook a bit silly. Unless I do this, I guess, but they might put a rook there. Alright, I am still looking at h3 and here, and then they jump. Then I don't know. And I kind of just have to trade off my bishop, unfortunately. Which is okay, but it's not ideal. Not like you're excited that that happened. Passive was probably a little bit better, but I didn't feel like it. Dun, 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 dun. 2 for 1 with casuals in between. Yeah, I guess so. It's the first time I've done that, but if I want to play multiple games and get to 50 games done, then I guess I got to do something like that, right? We've got to put in the time while we have a chance, while my son is asleep. There's a good chance to do it now. Let's see. Alright, so I think we kind of confused our opponent. They probably assumed back. This probably was the best move, to be honest. It probably was the best move. And then here and here was probably good. h3, g4, and then I can get the light square bishop on this diagonal and the dark square bishop on this diagonal. That's pretty good, because now e4 is my main source of counterplay. It's the one I wasn't excited for, yeah. Alright, so I can trade off dark square bishops. I think I have to be honest. I don't think that's really... then they've got... I guess we're just going to take. If I push e4 now at some point, that gives out the f4 square as well, which lets their knight come in here maybe. So that's also not so great. Alright, now I guess I have to do this, but if they take with the pawn, I just open up the... Well, then I get to play here maybe. So maybe I have to play my rook back over. Or I have to play this way just to push the... then they can do this. And the knight jumps back. Then I can take here though. That's actually not too bad. If I do this and they jump back, then I can still protect it. And if ever they do this, I can take here. But then that knight's kind of crashing my dreams. That guy's not hanging. What if I take first? They take and then I jump my knight in. I'm trying to play my kind of double knight plan against their queen situation. So take here, queen takes, here hitting the queen and then up. And if they play that at all, I can jump across, I guess, hitting the rook. And the point is I want to take this pawn. And my rook's on the wrong side. I kind of feel like g3 is the move now. Preparing e3 so that I don't have... but it's a bit slow. g3, knight back, sitting here. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, what to do? Yeah, I've lost my dark square bishop, so I don't have um, the pressure I was looking for. Here, rook over, double pressure on this guy, probably knight over, or knight over this way, easy to defend as well. Hitting, queen takes. Here, there's just too many pieces defending. So is it e4 now then? But then they get this, which just feels disgusting. Here, 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 knight over. Oh, but then I still have my... Alright, I think we're going to go for it. I think we're going to go for it. e4 now. Don't know if it's perfect. Maybe it's not, but... and of course, if they allow me, I can also play e5, but I doubt they will. I would not expect that. We'll see. Jose, hi! Was this London Quali or neither? I don't play the London, and I haven't played a Quali or a Zukertort Quali in forever. This was a Queen's Gambit declined. And they played b6, which I'm not too useful, and then expanded to c5. And then after I played rook fd1, they cut the tension, traded off dark square bishops, and I took forever now to decide on playing e5, e4 or not. We have at least got something to trade if we have to, if that bishop gets completely taken out of the game, offside kind of stuff. We have a weak square we want to take care of in some situations. This 2v1 on the queen side is late game, so although it might be good for them late game, right now it doesn't really matter too much, I think. Let's see, they do take, yeah, now we've got a, I can, oh, interestingly, maybe I want to trade off their dark square bishop, off their light square bishop in this situation. Take with the queen, take with the knight. Take. Yeah, now I've got an IQP, which is a little bit silly. We could also jump over, but I think that's kind of pointless. So take, maybe they take, we take back. They probably move the rook somewhere. And we've got to play this guy with some activity. We need to... I know that guy's gonna fall. Do I just try and trade off the everything? Then I just have a silly IQP. I don't think that's specifically good, is it? I might be able to get it attached to my kingside pawns again, but then I'm actually walking into that late game, which isn't so nice. I want to take with the knight first and see what they do. If they're attacking it again, what then? 2 defenders, 3 defenders, I can go that way. If they push it all, I can always take. Yeah, screw it, let's try it this way first. Yeah. Ideally, we try and win this pawn. But we got to be careful because the position's opening up now. It's kind of dangerous. But I don't think we want to trade queens. Yes, I don't think so. Although that does maybe solve some problems, it doesn't actually solve a lot of them. Right, accepting an IQP early up for kind of unclear reasons. We probably want to try and push it then at the very least. Let's see. Oh, knight back, okay. So it's take. They're covering this square now. Alright, my plan in this situation was just to kind of like keep on covering it. If I cover it and they cover it, I can cover it again. I'll just always have enough courage. Maybe they take... Oh, and then I actually might have some back rank issues. That's dangerous. I think I have to take with the knight if I do this, to be honest. If I do this and they go here, I do believe I cry. And then I take here. If I do this and they take with the queen, then I get to mess up. Okay, so actually... Here they take with the knight. This guy's attacked a lot. I've got to defend him again. Yeah, I don't think I want to trade him off just yet. Here they take with their knight. That's kind of a dream come true. They're just covering everything. Take. Yeah, what else to do? We're going for it. Well, that means we're not covering the square in front of the pawn anymore, though. So a lovely spot for the knight to come, although at that point we will win this knight pawn, which will be nice. Winning a pawn feels good, although that guy will be coming around. Getting some good counterplay against us, maybe. We are threatening something here. If we take now, it'll open up against the queen, and unless there's a rook behind it, obviously. Then they have to take with the queen, and that disconnects it from the defense of the knight. So rook over is kind of spoiling that party, though. Oh, hang on, this is still protected sufficiently because I've got another rook behind, knight behind it. So same plan still. In fact, then we can insert dress. Wow, so we've actually got a nice little threat here. Yeah, they're gonna have to organize something against it. I don't think there's any value in doing that. We kind of have to do this. Okay, opposing the light square bishop. Come on, boy. Okay, now we have other threats as well. You know, discoveries on the queen. So I think taking is kind of now out of the... kind of forced. Okay, I wonder if I can take a pawn here because it's still pinned to the queen. Then they can defend it. Then I can attack it. If I do this now, you can defend it again, but it's still pinned to your queen, right? I go here. It's pretty good for me. I feel like stepping out of the pin is pretty good for me now. Defend it with your knight. Attack it with my knight, and I've got a pawn coming. Rook over. Oh, you've got some activity here, which is unfortunate. Maybe back. You come down with the rook. Here, rook over here, if you come down with the rook. Or should I just step out this way? Or just even up? Up. Queen steps out. Can't step out without losing the piece, right? So queen steps out somewhere. I don't really know where. Attack it again. Defend it. Attack it again. Yeah, I think just not taking is good for me. But I think opening up the file against my queen is bad, and I don't want that pawn to move forward if I can help it. Maybe, well, this is maybe okay, but this just feels a bit safer. More safe. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I like the way of winning it back, although I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, we're basically just hanging the piece for a while before taking it back, and hoping there's some like counterplay additions because of it. But this feels like it might help a bit. More activity on the other pawn as well. Otherwise we should have just taken once and then jumped the knight back after moving the queen. Maybe this was just complete baloney. Like just take, queen goes somewhere, and then we can blow up and double up. Oh man, massive baloney move maybe. Hey Declan, konnichiwa, Declan Ross again. Hey man, Declan. You're just in time to see me overthink and completely miss the fact that I'm just being silly. So I just kind of randomly did something stupid now, it seems. I could have just taken the piece, but I didn't. And now the opponent's going to be like, why did you not take that piece back? Like with the knight there, I don't really think that matters. So if nothing else, I think this was just the shock value of a very unexpected move. I'm kind of enjoying the music. Yeah, I don't think this matters too much, does it? Then they're going to move. Oh, I still get... I'm pretty sure I still get the piece back. If you jump the place somewhere else, I'm getting your queen. If they move the queen now, I think we might take back with the knight though. I don't know if I want to trade off everything. Our isolated queen spawn is going to become a problem later on. Especially with the knight, if it potentially sits in front of it. So, like rook, knight over here, we're going to attack it one more time. Maybe the queen moves somewhere, take. Oh, that might be nice actually. F-pawn up to e4. That might actually be really nice. As a way to, you know, put some hanging pawns on the board instead of our isolated pawn. That might be a nice way to kind of change the situation. Wrote a bit of chess, not the way I'm already good at chess. Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, chess is a journey, right? We're all trying to improve, so I'm happy I'm not terrible, but I think I could do better if I played and focused more, and yet I do, and I'm not improving that much, so clearly I need to sit down and play slower chess more. I also tend to just randomly stop keeping a material count in my head. A lot of that calculation I just did was based on me thinking the position was semi-equal, but I actually just left a piece on the board instead of taking it back. Now I'm trying to kind of engineer a... I guess if they play... Oh, but this will give me a check, which will be good. I'm kind of trying to engineer a reason behind what I just did, but I don't think there is one. F5, take a check, and If they put their queen up, then I don't know. Then I have to just run my queen back again, I guess. Oh, queen over. I didn't expect that. Oh, but now it's not pinned anymore. That was the point, right? And it's still protected. So really nice for them. Okay. This is pretty bad for me. If I do this, they go here. Oh, hang on. But if I do this, is this the only way you can keep the... Here, take... Actually, this maybe doesn't work, does it? You're trying to stay in contact with the bishop, obviously. If I go here, the only way to do that is to go here. Then I can double attack you guys. And if you take, I can take with my knight. Queen, and then my knight. You take, I take. Then I'm down a pawn. Oh, yeah, this is just kind of weirdly down a pawn. So what's the plan here? Take with the rook. And then take this pawn. And then this pawn is still hanging. You can take it with yours. Then I can take this guy, this guy. I wonder. Take. Take, queen takes, attack again. Or do I just take here immediately and I try and play for some very complicated compensation? F3G, here. Take, take again. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do this. I don't think there's any amazing plan here. I think I just made something very silly happen. What's to stop the queen from taking c4 piece? Nothing, except I'm down a piece. I need to be winning more than just... Oh, hang on. I can make a little fork here, which might be good. After sacking the exchange. Okay, actually, this might be the only way for me to get something back here. A little exchange sack, and then f3, because then they can't, the queen can't take here because it's going to drop. This doesn't work. This is still protected, so they have to move the queen away from the rook probably, or here. But then I can take and I can get 2 pawns in the center. And maybe I'll be able to make something happen with that. Okay, so a little move order trick, taking the... Or sacking the exchange and then getting it back, but getting it back with a different position. Time! Yeah, sorry. Time. Yeah. Apologies. I am incredibly bad at keeping track of my time in shorter controls. I get so lost in the position. Alright, so the queen's got to move. These are all the moves that it can do, really. I don't think there's much else to it. None of them really bother me too much, to be honest. Maybe this one, because then they can jump their queen in here afterwards. Okay, no, that one's great, I think. Yeah, we're going to take back. And now we have hanging pawns in the center of the board, but this guy's a passer. So our IQP now has a buddy. And after we play here, we can actually maybe try and take the c pawn and go up a pawn. But our pawn structure is interesting, to say the least. Okay, yeah, they're actually going to try to defend it. Here, if you defend, I take your can't. So here you take, probably, I get my rook into the game. That's pretty good. Here, what else can you do? Push, I take. Yeah, I don't think there's much to it. Gotta try and undermine the situation a bit. If we push and they put their queen here or here, I think our push just kind of dies. There's too much space around the situation that knight's going to check our king if it comes to defend it. I think you have to take. If you push, I just get another pawn. If you attack me at that point, do I trade off? Oh, interesting. So you're double attacking here, but now I can do this. You can not go there anymore. And then I can go there. Okay, so I think this is the move. Because this is still attacked or protected by the knight. So if you take like this, I take your queen. Oh, and I can also take with check to get one more pawn in. Yeah, so this doesn't quite work. Here, you take, I take with check, you take back, and then I take your knight. Then it's equal. Oh no, actually maybe that didn't work. Lucky me. Checks, that's not fun. I do not want you to check me. Where does my king go? Up, I guess. I don't really know where else to go. Knight here looks scary. This squares, these guys are not too defended. If you push now, I guess I take. Rook over here. Pushing doesn't look good, so I think I gotta take. Oh, then I can do this as well. Or I can just take and then take here. Oh, then I lose that pawn. Push. Oh wow, that might be worth it, eh? We'll see what our opponent does. Yeah, I'm not liking knight over here. That feels a little bit scary. I think we have to put our rook over there then to cover the f2 square. Otherwise our queen. And then we hit the knight. It can go there. Oh, I don't like that either. Here, and you come in with your queen there. Then I take you. Oh man, then I can't even take you. And I think I have to do this. Check me there. Then I have to run away. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. Now I have to kind of let you get some little moves in with your. Here, queen over. I don't know where to go. I don't want to take. Okay, I think I have to. You can still do it, but then I take here, you take with check, I run away. You take my pawn, I take. Oh no, they're my rooks saying. Oh my goodness. Oh no. So I can basically walk into the same problem, meaning this move was pointless. Take with check, I go here, you start attacking something. Okay, maybe that doesn't work. I wasted a move, but maybe it's okay. Here, you're gonna get into that square maybe. Where do we want to put our queen in that case? Yeah, this was well no, I did have to cover this square here, I guess. Up here the knight gets defended, then I lose. So maybe this was the move I had to play. I guess I want to take. I'm expecting 95. We have no time. We have no time. Oh no, and my mouse stops working every now and then. Okay, 95, queen. Oh no, there? Okay, we can't walk into the pin, which means we basically have two moves to play. This one or this one. I don't like either of them, to be brutally honest. I'm gonna go here. Oh, you can't check me there, thankfully. And then this guy would be hanging. Alright, so I'm taking here now. And then I'm starting to move my pawns up the board, I guess. Or do I just immediately start to move up? Because you can't take without. Okay. Still doesn't work. Pushing past. Pushing past now kind of works, doesn't it? Because if I take, you take back with your knight. Okay. Maybe I double attack your knight first. If you push, take, take. Take. Oh, okay. Oh, you're coming. Oh, that's a sneaky, man. That's a sneaky move. Okay, I'm kind of forced to play up now, aren't I? I got to stop you from getting this in. Okay. Yeah, really looking for the crushing blow here. Our opponent is definitely not giving us a break. We might have to jump our knight back here to help defend. Yeah, coming in, which is not nice. Yeah, we have no time. Gotta play. Now we're double attacking that guy at least. Gotta play. If they take here, we can also take the knight because we're defending here. If they push, we're just gonna snap it off. If they defend this now, maybe we just start running a pawn. And then if they go over there, then we can talk, and then we can get a check in there, and that might actually be a way for us to get some counter play in this very... Oh yeah, so they did defend. Now I'm going to push. Oh, our opponent also has no time. We can also do this to protect the passer. Oh, interesting. I think I just go here. If you go with your rook, I'm coming back. I can defend my passer this way. Yeah, I'm going back. There's no checks like reveals here, so I'm okay. I can also go here defending the knight if I have to. If you put your rook... No, you're gonna have to put your queen back now. Ah, then I can take this guy. Defending. Interesting. So if I take and you take, what if I just go here? Oh, I'm stuck against my king. I didn't even see that. Oh, it's very unfortunate. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take that way and take with my knight here. I'm gonna play knight and rook with potential passed pawns versus the queen. I don't know if there's any way to still salvage this, but I mean this is really close. So I can take that pawn to pretend it. I can put my rook. Yeah, okay, so I can defend that pawn at the very least. But maybe I'm supposed to do it this way. If I take this way, because I need to get my rook over there, so maybe this is the move. Then they push a5. I gotta take this way first here, I guess. Now I can jump the other knight out. Oh, okay, so now this is my move here to clear out the square. Here I come. Knight here. This is a beautiful fork if your king moves up. And either way, I'm basically gonna force you. And if you... Oh, okay, if you now move your queen somewhere, I can... Okay, no, that's just... That's grey. You're just walking into a fork now. Okay, I think I win. Now I think I win. You can't even protect the... Oh, you can't even... You can come here. Oh, GG. Okay. Oh, that was a little bit silly. That was quite intense. Otherwise, rook was forked. Time. Make any move. Yeah, better rooks x8-2. Yeah, Zane, thank you for saying. Thankfully, I played it as well. It definitely was a better move to play. Hang on a second. Let's go back and have a look, because this was much more exciting than I expected. Okay, Queen's Gambit declined. I always play bishop g4, queen c2. This is kind of just one of the main lines. I'm very happy with an e3 late. b6 is already a move I'm not really familiar with. a6, a5, c6, knight bd2, h6, knight h5, all things I've seen. b6, I'm sure I have seen it, but I don't remember it at all. I was actually really excited for them to try and play bishop a6, which I think doesn't work. Because if I take here and you take, then I take again and we're both threatening a queen. So if you take my queen, I take you turn, you take back, I take back, I win a piece. And if you just take back, then I can take a pawn and still trade off. So yeah, that doesn't work, but they didn't play that. Bishop over here, c5. Alright, c5. I mean, taking is acceptable, I'm sure. And I'm also sure that not taking is okay. I don't think I have to take. They would take back with the pawn, definitely. I don't think they would be taking with the bishop. But I didn't. Yeah, so here, maybe I missed the fact that after I allow c4, my rook isn't supposed to be here. It's supposed to be on e1 because I'm trying to push e5. And this square is already protected by my knight, so I think I was just kind of overshooting the rook's placement a little bit here. I don't think that was good. Paul Morphy! Whoa! Hey man, how you doing? It's been a long time. I hope you're doing good, eh? I'm seeing Azane, I'm 2,000 and change on this Rapid account. I'm 2033 or somewhere there, 2020 something. I hope you're doing good, Mr. Morphy. I saw the futsal conversations. Really looking forward to when I can come. I'm going back to work on Monday, and then from there I think we'll slowly get a groove. Okay, yeah, so this I think was already a bit of a mistake, and here I don't know which is best. But anyway, we went aggressive. I can trade off the knight for the bishop, but I don't think that's worth it. Rather take their good bishop off. And if I'm allowing c4, I think I got to play for e4. Maybe it was incorrect, but yeah, take the IQP here. And in this situation, I got really fancy. I'm just supposed to take. The queen's gonna go somewhere, I don't know, maybe here, and then I just double up my rooks. And then my compensation is basically that I can... Well, actually, maybe I take... Are you gonna try and protect this pawn? You can't. And you can't... You know what, I actually think I'm supposed to just win a pawn here. At least in the short term. Wow, that is embarrassing. I went and got all flippin' complicated, and I had to like sack the exchange to get it back, but I got these kind of hanging pawns in the center, and my IQP is now a protected passer if I push it. Which I do think was a good move over here as well. Yeah, so that was good. I forgot that that's a check though. Maybe I should have just taken. Just take. Pop. They can protect it, you know, then I'll take another one. They take. Then I can take here. Here. And I'll just be up a pawn in the end game. So yeah, I think I made a mistake here. I should have just taken the pawn. I don't know if there's any other move against this. I can't block in any big way. Here it just allows them to get their guy in there, and then if I take, I lose the exchange. So maybe I don't take. So maybe rook f1, queen e3, and then just take the pawn on the b file. And if the rook goes over, what do I do then? Just start pushing my pawn. Maybe at the end of the day, if something's funny, I just push my pawn. Maybe that's okay. Although after they take and I take, they can pin my knight to my king, so maybe that's not good. Then I have to do this, they can check me, oh man. And I just have to hope that I can get this guy close. I can't. Yeah, so maybe this was the way to play. Here, maybe this was safer though. Yeah, gotta push a past pawn. I completely missed that I've got my queen and my king on the same row here. This is just lucky that it worked out. But good lesson, don't give up just because you think you're losing. Play the position. So here I knew I can get their rook and knight off for my queen, and I still have a passer that's so close to progressing here. And I'm jumping this kind of either way, right? I'm jumping this and just promoting. So actually I think in this position, is it just lost? I was wondering if they should actually just kind of go for my king. Ah, but I've got a knight close to me, so there's no way for them to really check me in a good way. Yeah, I thought maybe they should just kind of like, I don't know, just try and get some perpetuals going. So maybe this is actually winning. Alright, time to see what the engine says. Let's see. He's embarrassed about his elo. I am. No, I like to play Zen mode. It's just, I like Zen mode. Come on. Knight f3 immediately after rook f1. After rook f1. Knight f3 after rook f1. This was in here, in this position. Rook f1 and then knight f3. Oh! Yeah, so if they take, I just... Oh, no, but my rook's on this side. I'm not sure, Ravine. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong position that you're talking about, but that looks kind of scary. Carlos de la Cruz Perez. Hi, I'm Carlos DLC. Oh, you're Carlos DLC, the one you played before. I resigned so soon because I had to go. Ah, okay. Understood. Thanks for saying, Carlos. I was surprised that you went. Thanks for the game, though. That was good. Oh, knight e3. Oh, knight e3 after rook f1. Yeah. No, you're right. That's just a disaster, Ravine. You got it. Yeah, no, you got it. Okay, so, anyway, let's see what the engine says. Let's see what the master database is. Oh, b3, b6 is the move I don't know so well. b6, wow, very good for white at the top level. Bishop d, knight f3, castle long up. Bishop d, knight b, d, knight f3, knight e2, everything's still fine. Bishop b, castles, c5, not yet, h6 first. Bishop f4 does better. I did want to get it onto that diagonal. I was feeling this diagonal. I really wanted to try and get my knight in to take advantage of these squares. You play c5 and then I play like here to like try get in here. I can, get your light square bishop off for late game or something else. Anyway, didn't do that. Went back this way. c5 immediately. Rook ad run, rook fd1. Hang on. Rook fd1 is what I played. Oh, hello. Okay, rook fd1, c4, bishop f5, bishop e2. Bishop f5 is what I played. a6 is not what they played. They played here. Okay. Oh, and then I made a massive mistake and then I was winning. Okay. Here, b. I was so worried about this position, and then they just, come at me like this, and then it's, 1v3, and I've got a passer, but I've got a serious problem on the queenside long term. I felt this was really uncomfortable. Apparently it's still +1. What do I know? Alright, so e4 was a mistake. This is not equal, apparently less than equal. Yes, -4. I just made a massive mistake here. Thankfully they didn't see it. So lucky me. Yeah, they're just slightly better for black the whole time. Yeah, again, should have just taken the pawn. Now just worse. Oh, and it was running back was better. Okay, and definitely they should have just come at me. Yeah. Oh yeah, here I don't know what to do. They're threatening to do it. And if I take, they do it anyway. I'm screwed. Yeah, okay, so thankfully they didn't see it. And I fell into the same problems again. Okay, bad, very bad. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here, and their trick actually just blunders the advantage. Okay, all they had to do was not run their king forward. Just put their king in the corner and accept a draw, which no one wants to do ever. Oh, we were playing someone who's about our same level, 2031 from Turkey. That's pretty cool. And we are 2034, which is going to be 2043 in the next one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Then the rook king's fork, so playing the queen was correct. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, now it's just mate in 11 apparently. That's good. Alright, I mean, that was shockingly bad in the middle there. c4, bishop f. What if we took? No, taking isn't good. Rook AD, rook FD. Bishop E2. I just want to see what other people do in this position to understand if I could find some other plans. Bishop F5, staying aggressive, staying on the other side. A6, everyone plays that. No one plays this. Bishop takes, queen takes. Bishop takes D6. Oh, okay, so they just traded it off. Knight E5, getting that little tempo on the queen. Queen F5. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Rook AD2. Just lots of pressure. Knight up, knight B5 hitting the queen. Take a pawn. Okay, you can play a 4 here, yeah. G3, oh wow. Okay, so white's just gonna hang on to this position in the pawn. It's +2. Wow, okay, so in this game, so in this one, just trade off. Just trade off, get that tempo, get the queen in, and just slowly, you know, still playing against this kind of bad bishop, the light square bishop that's stuck behind its own pawn. Oh, very interesting. Alright, it's 11 o'clock. That for me is time to go to bed. Gotta go to sleep. Ravine, same thinking, man. Thank you so much. 381 views. I don't think I've had any videos with that many views live ever. Not so many concurrent viewers, right? So people have come and gone, but still, so many people came to check it out. That's really nice. For all of you who did come to say hi, I really appreciate it. I'm going back to work on Monday, but I'm going to continue trying to create some content throughout the year. I have no idea if we could reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but I thought I would put that up as a challenge because that'd be fun. So 1,000 by the end of 2025 is it doable? Stay tuned for the next how many months to find out. Alright, so thanks again for everyone who came past. I really appreciate it. It's really fun. I've never played viewers before on stream, so that was kind of interesting and new to do. I've never played 2 games in a row. That was interesting and new to do. So thanks for sticking around and being here for something new. I hope you enjoyed it. There's other content on the stream, and around Saturday we're going to play our proper league game against Shamdi. We're going to be white. We'll see what they play. So that's going to be 45 minutes plus 45 seconds. Every move, it's really long. Ravine in the chat is part of this league. It's the Lead Chess 45-45 team league. It's super fun. So I hope that you will enjoy that if you come past. Zane, that's really nice. 5k subscribers by 2026. I don't see that happening based on the rate that we've gone at, but I'm not really a YouTube expert, so I don't know. Thank you very much for subscribing in yourself, and if you've liked it, I hope that you will come back again. And let's call it then. See you all, and be safe. Oh, it's Mortamort. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay, Mortamort will play a quick one, but then I gotta go. Just because I said I would. But then it's time to sleep. Oh, off stream? Okay, hang on. Alright, so we're gonna call it here, guys. See you. We're going to play this game off stream. Have a nice night. Let's bring in the music and get to that outro screen. Bye bye.